Hi everyone. This will be a different kind of video. It will still be mostly about bridge, but um, I want to make this video in memory of Justin Lall. He died about, I think, two days ago. There's a long bridge winners thread about his life and a lot of funny stories. My personal connection with him, like, we used to post on bridge-based forums, and I basically learned a lot from him. So one of the reasons why people would kind of like my posts or whatever is just because I remember that I would always just remember all these Justin Law posts and threads where he would teach us stuff, and I could like organize those thoughts. I mean, not in a better way, but I could just cite him, and usually just literally cite him. So most of the bridge I know is just plagiarizing all Justin posts from 2010 or whatever. I never actually got to meet him. We were supposed to meet a few times, but it never quite worked out, and it makes me very sad that I never met him. He was very, very friendly to me as well, and whenever I had some questions in some private chat or whatever, he would always just answer as honestly as he could. So he would just tell me, yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, sorry, that makes no sense at all. It's bad, or if you thought it's interesting, then I could just hear him say that it's interesting, and I know that he would mean it. So it's kind of nice, and yeah, I learned a lot from him. Also, just in general. I think also about just teaching people, or explaining math, or how you would apply various ideas in your life, or just this way of thinking about things. Yeah, you should definitely check out this bridge winner thread. But the reason why I'm making this video, and I promised it would be about bridge, is about 10 years ago, so end of 2009, he had this very generous offer of analyzing people's card play. And even if you're not interested in maybe my hands, because I was one of the volunteers or recipients of this analysis, even if you don't want to see that, actually these hands that he analyzed for me, they're kind of, you could argue that they're kind of basic or whatever, but you should read this post at least. Like, it's on the screen now, you can just read it in its entirety. But he's talking about a ton of situations where people don't realize what they're doing wrong and they don't want to ask. And then later he's talking about, yeah, the bidding is actually not that important. Bridge is much more about not making card play errors than people would like to admit. Yes, it's really that simple. Don't trap tricks and you will win every time. Bidding judgment scenarios are much more like a coin flip. There is not much to consistently getting those right, and you will inevitably get some wrong. We're probably talking about 1%, 2% here and there, not a big deal. And yeah, then he's saying like, yeah, in card play sometimes you're taking a 20% line instead of a 100% line, whatever. Just giving them a tougher time defending. You can still gain some edge. Once you're part of the top 4 teams in the Bermuda Bowl, you can start addressing your bidding again. Maybe it separates Italy from the USA or vice versa, but what separates you from not winning, meaning in this case me, is simply that you make too many mistakes routinely in card playing. So Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones here. I was actually the first responder here, just in the right place in the right time. And yeah, he actually analyzed some hands of mine. What I really liked about this post was he said, I want everyone to apply to say, I will not do anything out of the ordinary in the bidding in the next 100 boards because that's all Justin wanted. If you're about to make a fancy bid, remember that you can't. You promised me. Just doing that in the bidding and making your card play much more solid will make you win 4 times as much, no joke. Once you do this, you will realize how important routine card play situations are and how unimportant fancy bids are. Yeah, so basically, he wanted some routine card play decisions, and yeah, I just sent him some boards, and he analyzed them. So, in for the remaining of the videos, I will just show you the hands and try to just read you what he said. So, sorry, actually, you saw the whole layout there, but doesn't matter too much. So, South opened 3 diamonds, and I was West. So, in this hand, so if you want to play along, you can try to play along and try to figure out what he was gonna say or what he didn't like about my play. What he what you should know is, so in this case we're playing standard carding, and there is a little bit of a, it doesn't matter too much. North will stay unnamed, I guess. So 3 diamonds from South, and I just led the Ace of Hearts. Oh yeah, so my partner, 3 of Hearts should be kind of discouraging. Let's switch to the Queen of Spades. And he won the King. Then the Ace. Discard the 7 of Hearts. Just add another spade. And now diamonds. Ace of clubs and the heart ruff. And discarded all my hearts and got the king of clubs. Right, so now I'm just gonna, I mean, if you wanna go through it slowly or whatever, you can do that, but I'm just gonna read what he wrote, because I don't think it's that interesting to hear my thoughts right now. And I will try to then show you all the hands. He said, your partner discouraged your heart lead, so you accurately shifted to spades. So let's try to play along. Ace of hearts, discouraged. Queen of spades. He played the 3, but in this case it's pretty obvious. I mean, and of course playing the 10 would be kind of bad. But okay, so what he's writing. Your partner discards your heart lead, so you accurately shifted to spades in case declarer has had queen low of hearts before the pitch was established. So spade pitch on the hearts, right? The key point of this hand is on the 3rd spade. You should pitch an encouraging club. If you don't do this, partner is always going to give you, to try to give you a trump promotion, right? So here. Was trying to give me a trump promotion in case I had like queen low or so. In case you have, oh yeah, king low or queen low or jack 3rd of trumps, or even, of course, even king doubleton, you wouldn't make a trick. You need this to score the king. A club shift would be necessary if declarer has jack 9 low, queen low, Oh yeah, so queen low of hearts, um, and the same hand but like six diamonds and two low clubs. Um, if partner has a diamond holding that might give declarer a guess, he will play a spade back anyways. Playing standard, you might want to drive the point home with the club jack pitch. So just play the club jack. Once declarer roughed the heart back to his hand, you are never gonna go wrong in the discarding. So yeah, it was kind of a weird line, right? So now playing this club, it makes not too much sense. And now rough this heart. So in this case, I had the exact count. Um, I knew the diamonds, the spades, and the heart. Um, so, however, if declarer ran all his trumps, you would have to guess what to discard: the heart king or the club. If declarer had kind of the same hand but a stiff club, stiff low club, um, you need to throw your clubs and keep your hearts. Can you know? So with the queen doubleton of hearts and low clubs. So kind of like if you swap those two. Can you know? Well, your partner gave you suit preference in the way he played his spades. Ace and king. Okay, in fact, in this case, it's unfortunately it's not true. So I think Justin just kind of thought that my partner did do that, but my partner didn't do that in this case. But it doesn't matter. It's kind of just the obvious thing to do. You play the king from ace king, and then you don't actually think about it too much. Yeah, but he should have played the ace and then the king of spades. So the email wasn't about my partner, but yeah, basically just kind of uncovered this little small mistake. So he said, "Can you know? Well, your partner gave you suit preference in the way that he played his spades, ace then king rather than king then ace, to tell you that he had heart queen. Also, during discarding, your partner should immediately discourage clubs for you. So somewhere, well, again, in this case, declare didn't put us under pressure, but at some point, my partner would have discarded the four of clubs. So yeah, this was hand one. And this was a hand where my partner opened one no trump, West bit two no trump, showing the minors, and I bit three spades, hoping that it meant it's spades. But again, it's not about the bidding. It's about card play. So East bit four diamonds and South doubled. It should be four penalties. So I'm North, and West will be dummy. Partner the nine of hearts. Took the king of hearts. And I led a high spade. I should mention what our agreement is. It says upside down, and my comment was partner might not have understood three diamonds, but okay, let's see. So eight of spades. East plays the jack, partner with the queen. Plays the king of clubs. Club ruffed. Heart ruff. Club ruff. Heart ruff. Club ruff. This heart is ruffed by me. Spade tapping dummy. Club ruffed in. And we got the last two tricks. So let's see what Justin had to say about this. Of course, the first thing is the 9 of hearts. Wait, let me try to just show you all the hands. He said, I don't know if you played second, fourth or not. If not, then maybe the 9 of hearts was confusing. I would definitely switch to a trumpet trick too. So here. There's no urgency to switch to spades on this hand, as the spades are not going anywhere. So, diamond spades. The spades are not going anywhere unless declarer can somehow pitch them onto clubs. This would require declarer to have 4 trumps and 3 clubs, which is not possible given that they appear to have 5 hearts. Assuming the heart 9 was second, fourth. It would also make no sense for partner to double with just a doubleton trump. As long as partner has 3 trumps, a trump shift is fine, as even if declarer can set up clubs, he will have no trumps with which to ruff the spades. On the other hand, it is likely that declarer is shorting clubs, and he will need to ruff some. Basically, on hands like this, you want to ask yourself, do I need to play spades immediately? Are they going to be discarded? If the answer is yes, then play a spade, but if there is no urgency, then just switch to a trump. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, so this spade shift is what he was concentrating on. And now this one is a declare play problem, and this is not a misclick. One on trump was 10 to 12, and I played with Helen. We still play sometimes. One on trump was passed out. The opponents are leading 4th best and upside down count and attitude. 4 of spades. Jack, low, low. Cross with the diamond king. A heart to the 9 and the jack. And diamond 4 to the ace. Catch the queen of diamonds and the 10 of diamonds. Pitching 2 clubs. Crossed in spades while north pitched the heart. Low to the queen, king and ace. Wacko Jack. Wacko Jack is actually also a forum poster. And now I just catch the king of spades and then kind of gave up. So in this case, he's writing basically here you need to decide what suit you're going to try to set up. A heart will give you at most 1 trick. And on a bad day you could lose 5 heart tricks and get no tricks. One way to look at this is what suit should the opponents be going after? Heart is their best suit. Since you can't develop tricks in spades and diamonds, that leaves clubs. Ideally, you would like to go after clubs from your hand, leading towards dummy, in case ace king low onside or stiff jack onside, ace king low onside or stiff jacks onside. Unfortunately, you have some entry problems to your hand. If you use the diamond king entry to play a club up, right hand opponent might win and play a spade, and you are at risk of never getting back to your hand. Even if you play a club and they're 3-2, the ops can switch to heart, threatening 4 heart tricks and 3 clubs before you can get your 3 diamonds, 3 spades and a heart. Playing a spade up runs the risk of right hand opponent having 3 low spades and setting up a spade. This would be bad if you lose. This would be bad if you lose 2 hearts, 4 clubs, and a spade. That requires left-hand opponents having honor Jack 9 low of clubs though, and no heart ace. Your only other option is leading a club off the board, but that is very bad if left-hand opponent has the ace king. I think it's worth it to play a spade to your hand in order to lead a club to the queen. If the ops set up the spade, you have time to set up the clubs. If the ops set up their hearts, you have 7 and an 8 if the diamond falls. You're also in a great shape with the ace king of clubs onside. Overall, this feels like the best match points line. Maybe I forgot to say it's match point. After you play the diamond to the king and a heart to the 9, stranding your spade was a good play. So here. So this is what he calls a good play. Wacko Jack wouldn't pitch a heart from ace queen jack 5th there, and even if he had, you're okay if he has ace king low of clubs. Yeah, so basically here, of course this is now a different situation because now the 10 of hearts is actually high, but even if it weren't high, then if he has ace king low of hearts, then ace king low of clubs, then he doesn't have a safe exit. Okay, so let's go to hand 4. I'm east. I opened 1 spade, 1 on trump, 2 hearts, and Helen again. Playing with Helen, bid 4 hearts. King of clubs. It's quite an extreme distribution. So let's try to understand what's going on. King of clubs taken by the ace. Going after trumps. Pitching that diamond and the heart. And now I just claimed 12 tricks, but Justin wasn't a fan of this, so let's try to see what he said. And this was imps and upside down 1, 3, 5, I said. The biggest concern on this hand is making against 4-1 trumps. On your line, if trumps were 4-1, you were always down. A stronger plan is to ruff a club in your hand first. So yeah, pretty sure he means here. That way, if hearts are 4-1, you will have to set up the clubs before using the heart ace in dummy. Then you can just run clubs down their throats. What about if right hand opponents pitches on the club? If you ruff and play king of hearts and heart, you're still down on 4-1 trump. One possibility is just pitch on the club jack. Now left hand opponent will win and must tap the dummy. Unfortunately, they will have 2 tricks in. So if you lose 2 more trumps, you'll be down. With dummy tapped, you'll be reduced to 3-2 trumps. Another possibility is to change your plan completely. Ruff the club jack and plan to take 2 spades, 1 club, and 7 trump tricks. Cash your ace king of spades, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a diamond, and ruff a club with the heart king. Now guess what to ruff in dummy for your 10th trick, almost surely a diamond. What if right-hand opponent follows to the club jack. If you're rough and got the over-off, that could be bad for you. You now need left-hand opponent to have 3 trumps if they tap the dummy. That is pretty likely, though. It's unlikely left-hand opponent has led stiff king of clubs and has a double turn trump. 10 pointed cards, so spades and diamonds. If left-hand opponent has 4 trumps, you still have a shot, just in case you can ruff with a 9 when right-hand opponent follows. The biggest key here, though, is to not play trumps and to set up your side suit first. Whenever you see him called on 3-2 trumps, think about how to make a 4-1 trumps. Usually in a 4 forfeit with a side suit that needs to be established, setting up the side suit first is best. Yeah, I mean, this is actually something that I definitely learned from Justin, and I heard it kind of also since this exchange. I've seen it work in practice very well. Just try to do your side suit first and then trumps. It's kind of a counterintuitive concept, but yeah, it works often. So this is one of the things that he taught me. Actually, I was gonna say a lot of stuff about bidding, but now, based on this whole thread, bidding is not that important. Okay, let's go on to hand 5. So I'm playing with Han. I don't know if he's been on this channel before, but maybe he has. I'm not sure, but I'm playing 5 diamonds. I'm south. I think against BBO randoms. 1 diamond, rebid diamonds, and then 3 spades was a splinter, a bid 3 no trump, 4 diamonds, 4 spades cubed, 5 club cubed, 5 diamonds, and that's where we ended up. Low hard lead. Han has definitely a nice hand. The 9 of hearts held. Ace of diamonds, diamond. And they turned out to be 4-1. 10 of hearts, pitched from dummy. And now I played on clubs. And it's just down 1. Again, this wasn't picked by Justin, it was picked by me. So I was just sending him boards that he should analyze. Here's another hand, so it's just after the previous one. Another hand where it should be tempting to go after clubs immediately. This would mean winning the heart queen, pitching a heart, and leading a club to the 10. So I think I need to pitching a heart. And just play a club. The biggest problem is that this puts you in jeopardy if right-hand opponent wins the club queen and plays ace and a club. You might lose a trump trick to the jack, but what is the gain? Well, if you put trumps first, ending in hand, assume 3-2, I play a club to the jack. What to do if it holds? You have to play a club off dummy, and if left-hand opponent has ace queen fourth, you're down. On the other hand, if you lead the club immediately and left-hand opponent wins the ace and plays a club, it might put you in a nasty guess. What if trumps are 4-1? The only 4-1 we can pick up is onside jack fourth, and that requires us playing ace then queen first. So here, if we do that immediately and then play a diamond to the 10, pitch a heart, and play a club to the jack, If that loses to the queen, they can play a heart and later force dummy with a heart to kill the clubs. This is the same whether or not we draw trumps first. So basically on this hand, we should draw trumps first to avoid losing a trump promotion. When drawing trumps, you have to play ace and then queen first in order to pick up the only 4-1 that you can jack force on your right. If right hand opponent does have jack force, be careful to only play 3 trumps before playing on clubs. You need the club queen onside now. On this hand, you are doomed no matter what. So just the ace of clubs was onside. That was a problem. Yes. Anyway, yeah. The thing is, he explained it so well, but it's actually hard to show you exactly what he means and what he doesn't mean. He had also this extreme, like kind of intense way of explaining stuff. But let's see this hand. So I'm west and I'm on defense. Opponent bid 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 on trump, 2 diamonds. And oh yeah, north is actually declared. It's a little confusing, I guess, but I can't rotate the hand here. And here I said that this is upside down counting attitude. Played low, should be encouraging. Club to the king. Club is ruffed. Spade taken by the ace. Another spade taken by east. Oh, he's actually one of the best players in Romania. Eduard Montiano, very, very friendly guy. He also helped me a lot. Play the heart to the jack, ace of hearts. Another club is ruffed. Eddie to the queen of spades, play the diamond. Club is ruffed and over ruffed. Now the spade got ruffed by Eddie in the end. Was down 1. And the only thing he had here was you defended this perfectly, not much to say. In general, with this club holding, you need to play the queen and then the 10, so that partner knows what's going on. However, with king 9 5th in dummy, partner will know you have queen jack 10 playing the way you did also, since if declare had the queen, he would cover the jack. So 10 and then low jack, and then if assuming North now had another low club, then my partner would still know that I have the queen, because North would have played the queen from the queen 3rd or something. If dummy had king 5th, though it would be possible from partner's point of view that declarer had queen 3rd and played low to the king and ducked 1. So he would never overtake your 10 to shoot something through if he had ace 3rd, which looks important on this hand. It is still nice to play queen then 10, so partner doesn't have to work all of this out, in my opinion. So yeah, here I think I just played completely randomly, but yeah, just queen then 10. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, and finally one more part. This was a slam. 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 4 diamonds, 6 spades. The slam isn't very good, but let's try to see what we can do. King of hearts taken by the ace. Ace of spades. Low spade to the king. Gave up a heart. Diamond pitch on the heart. So hearts weren't 3-3. Doesn't look too good. Club ruffed early. Ace of diamonds. Ruffed under club. Over to the 6 of spades. King of clubs. Pitching 1 diamond. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Down 1. So Justin said your main plan to make this will be 3-3 hearts. Combined with either 2-2 trumps, so you can ruff 2 diamonds. Or yes, I still can't get over this 6 spade bit, but there is obviously some kind of a misunderstanding. And we are obviously playing very basic bidding, so maybe this is a good counter argument. Bidding can be important, but let's try to ignore it. And I love the fact that Justin didn't even mention the bidding. He just went straight to the play. Anyone can get into a bad slam, so let's try to make it, right? Your main plan was to make this will be 3-3 hearts combined with either 2-2 trumps, so you ruff 2 diamonds, or 3-3 diamonds, so you can pitch 2 diamonds. However, in this type of situation, you should always be leading a club off the dummy early in hopes that your right an opponent will pop. So basically somewhere very early on, maybe here even, just play a club, right? You cannot really afford this if spades are 3-1, since you need the entries to ruff a diamond, then come back to the diamond. Accordingly, cast the spade king, and then the spade ace. If trumps don't split, just pull trumps and set up the heart. If trumps do split, you can try a club off the board. And I love this. He says, you don't have to see a gain immediately in order to try this. A trick is a trick. The biggest gain of this should be to tighten up some squeeze positions. In your actual position, you played for a hard diamond squeeze at the end, but your left-hand opponent was pitching behind you, so it could never work. Your best chance was a club diamond squeeze on left-hand opponent. This means roughing the heart in dummy and playing spades. So just to show you what I actually did. I overtook this. Yeah, exactly. So now North can just pitch the heart if the last heart was gone, even if this was somehow an important moment, and it wasn't even that. You played for a hard diamond squeeze at the end, but your left-hand opponent was pitching behind you, so it could never work. Your best chance was a club diamond squeeze on left-hand opponent. This means roughing the heart in dummy and playing spades. If your left-hand opponent happens to have queen jack of clubs to go with queen jack of diamonds, you have him. Not that likely, but you never know. If right-hand opponent was the one with 4 hearts, you would have had way more squeeze possibilities. For a hard diamond squeeze to work on left-hand opponent, you need both the ace and king of diamonds intact, so you have entries. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how well I explained this. I will try to upload also this analysis. Um, yeah, I think maybe in a few days you will see it also in the description. Um, yes, I don't know what else to say. Uh, I don't have a lot of role models in general in life, and I wasn't aware how much this would kind of affect me that he died. But yeah, so Justin was some kind of a role model for me. We were joking about this a while back, and he said like, yeah, maybe in bridge, but please don't follow me everywhere or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, it was a privilege to kind of be kind of friends or indirect friends or acquaintances or just bridge colleagues. And yeah, I'll definitely miss Justin both on bridge-based forums and bridge winners. And yeah, he was a great guy. And yeah, rest in peace. That's all I can say. See you around.